Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. So, today, I'll be playing a game called The Deed. But first, before we get into that, let's talk about what we were talking about on Monday, when we had a fan name vote on Twitter. And thanks to the help of some very passionate fans, we have decided on the fan name Gachapons. So from now on, y'all are Gachapons. Welcome to the stream, Gachapons. Welcome, welcome. So, The Deed is a murder game. It's a game where I believe we aren't the detectives of the game, but we're actually going to commit a crime. So, are you Gachapons ready for this? I sure hope you are. Let's go! Because we'll play the intro. Okay. Information, important information. Remember that for me, because I won't. Scotland, November 1945. It's like right at the end of World War One, isn't it? Or World War Two? I believe so. My name is Aaron Bruce, son of Malcolm Bruce, and rightful heir to Dunshill House. Dunshill House. I have recently discovered that my tyrant of a father intends to disinherit me in favor of my deranged younger sister. My relationship with my family is strained, to say the least. I have decided that the time has come for my sister to be removed from this ghastly question. I intend to put her out of her misery. Unfortunately, my sister never leaves the confines of Dunshill House, which makes the matter more complicated. I have not visited the family home in quite some time. I cannot bear to be in that hellhole for long. However, my presence on the night of my father's 50th birthday will cause no suspicion. I must choose the timing and method of the deed very carefully. Tonight is the night. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Well, today you guys will be helping me commit a crime, I guess. The deed, if you will. Bloody hell, George. Who's been responsible for maintaining the garden? I will voice act every character in this game, of course, so bear with me. Used to be Big Jack Willis, sir. He's been dead almost a year now. I do a little here and there. Can't do much on account of my bad back, though. My sister hasn't offered to help you then. Miss Jennifer isn't really the outdoor type, sir. I know, George. It was a joke. Very funny, sir. Let's go inside before the ocean comes to Dunshill. Please rate my voice acting, guys. The other dream was to become a voice actor if I didn't become a VTuber. Converse with your relatives and search the house for useful objects. Objects are divided into two categories: items of evidence and weapons. You will only be allowed to pick up 2 objects from around the house before dinner commences, so choose wisely. After dinner, you will have a chance to plant an item of evidence if you wish, and then commit the murder. There are many ways to do the deed, but only the cunning will succeed. We're big brain here. We'll succeed. Good evening, Mr. Aaron. May I take your coat? Oh, wait, this is spicy. Of course. I'd rather keep my coat, or only if I can take your dress. Ooh, what should I do? Should we, be a little bit adventurous today? Or should we keep it safe? Which way? I think we'll be adventurous, right? Be a little bit adventurous today? Certainly, my dear. Only if I can take your dress. Mr. Aaron, that's no way to talk to a lady. Mr. Aaron was just... Oh. Comment on my throat. Mr. Aaron was just making a little joke, George, it's fine. But he can't talk to. It's fine, George. Please, let me take your coat. You're new, aren't you? Sophia's my name. I recognize you from your pictures, Mr. Aaron. I'm not new, exactly. I've been employed by your family for almost a year. It's just that you have never visited before. Well, that offends me. That offends me a lot, actually. Just what are you trying to say? Whether or not I visit my family is my own business. I would expect better manners from a lowly servant. Back! Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Aaron. It was not my intention, I promise. You are here now, and I'm sure your ego... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sure you're eager to meet the others. Your father is in the library on your left. Your mother is in the parlor, which is on your right. Your sister is upstairs in her room, I think. I know my way around my damn house, scum. Because I spent years of my life living in this house, you foolish girl. I know where the parlor is. Oh, of course. Sorry, forget. Oh, whoops, I skipped that. My bad. I'll be in the kitchen preparing dinner. I'll sound the bell when dinner is served. Okay. So I can move. Oh, whoops. Where am I? Was this the parlor? Is that my dad? My otosan? Daddy? Oh, it's my mother. I see you made the Aaron. Forgive me if I don't understand. Your mere presence has almost given me a heart attack. Aaron is a rude man. I'm very civilized and tacky, classful. Please do not call Aaron a rude man. He is a civilized gentleman. Hello, mother. Please, sit down if you want to talk properly, Aaron. I don't want to crane my neck looking up at you. I don't want to talk with her. Do I want to talk with her? I don't really want to talk with mother. Let's go find Sophia. Let's find the grill. Walking into the pantry, you begin to salivate at the promising scent of roast beef coming from the kitchen beyond. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, hello, Mr. Aaron. This is something I can do for you. I'm sure you can do lots of things for me, lovely. Yes, there is something you can do for me. You can puck up those pretty lips of yours and give me a kiss. Mr. Aaron, please. That's highly inappropriate. Don't pretend like you don't enjoy the attention. I don't like it when silly girls play hard to get, you know. Stop being a tease. Come here. Please, Mr. Aaron. You must stop this improper behavior at once, otherwise I'll be forced to call someone. I'm sorry, I must get back to work now. I'll ring the bell when dinner is ready. I'm sorry, guys. I failed. I was trying to get some action, but I failed. Sorry, everyone. It seems the maid has left a sharp kitchen knife unattended. How foolish of her. We could take the knife. Use it for the murder later. Possibility. Mice 9 chart. I'll have you know all my skill points are in charisma. Nothing here. Nothing here. Oh wait, rat poison. I think my sister is probably a rat, so maybe all rat poison related. Let's see. Let's check the fireplace. The old stone fireplace has nothing to interest you. Oh. What's this? An assortment of family records and heirlooms contained within this ornate glass cabinet. Spooky red tint. What? What is this? What's going on? Are these ghosts? Oh my! I think it's a flashback actually. I don't know. Of course you do. Use the head for once, boy. Great Uncle Thomas? Sigh. What initials do you see on that silverware? CB. And what kind of half-wit spells Thomas with a C? I don't know. Well, I do. It's the kind of half-wit that's standing next to me. And which of your ancestors owned that solar chalice? It's Holy Grail. If you get this one wrong, there will be serious consequences, boy. I'll say one thing for my father. His style of parenting has always been consistent. Interesting. Uncle Tom is a weird one. You managed to force open the locked drawer of the writing desk. That's how you find pages of poetry penned in your sister's handwriting. They seem to be love letters penned to an identified female. From the descriptions, you guess it's the new maid. Oh, wait a minute. Some feisty stuff going on here. I'll take one of these. Remember, you can only pick up 2 objects. Yes. I think I got a plan here. I'm going to incriminate the maid. Take something from the kitchen. Take this love letter from the sister to the maid. Incriminate the maid. And get away scot-free. Because if we think about it, the maid is fairly new to his family, right? Easy target to incriminate. Big brain. You take the most intimate and love-loving poem you can find and hide it in your person. If planted in the right location, this could raise interesting questions about the maid's relation with your sister. Sophia will get no justice today. I am sorry. It's justice for Aaron. Please, justice for Aaron. Let's go into this room. Your parents' room has not changed in years. It remains a frozen time capsule of a childhood you would sooner forget. It is only once you slide the top drawer open that you remember this is where your father keeps his shotgun. The shiny barrel only seems to call out to you. Guns are certainly noisy but efficient weapons. Not too noisy. I can't do that. You get down on all fours and peek underneath your parents' bed but find nothing under there. Go through the wardrobe but find nothing apart from clothes and your mother's excessive collection of jewelry. Boring room. Boring room. Let's look at this painting. Is this my dad? A familiar portrait of your great uncle Thomas Bruce, who was a highly respected author. Uncle Tom. Huh. You enter the surreal atmosphere of your sister's room. Mirrors of various sizes cover the walls, creating the eerie illusion of a crowded space. I think she's a nut job, guys. It's a lot of mirrors. It's kind of creepy. Ornate clocks are your sister's third love, right behind mirrors and cruelty. Nice. I love cruelty myself. Aha! I thought I smelled a rat. Have you come to see me, little rat? It's being awfully rude. It takes a rat to smell a rat. My, you do have a keen sense of smell if you notice my scent. Maybe perhaps you are the rat here. Oh ho 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 ho. I'm not like a rat. Filthy, filthy creatures. You used to have a pet rat, didn't you? Remember what I did to it? Oh, how he squeaked. Such great pain for such a little creature. She killed my rat. Justice for rat. Justice for rat, please. It's not threaten her yet because that's kinda sketch. Mother says your condition has been getting worse. My condition? What condition? I don't have a condition. You want to have me sent away, don't you? Well, it won't work. I won't. I tell you, get out, go away. I don't want to speak to you anymore. It's not justice for Sophia, guys. It's justice for Rat. The rat died, okay? We need justice for the rat. Her sister is too busy staring at herself in the mirror to notice you rifle through a wardrobe. You find a pair of silky undergarments with initials embroidered on the inside. Planted in the right place, these might weave a tale of their own. Oh, spicy. I'm taking them. Actually. Should I take them? No. No. Maybe I'll come back for it later. Perhaps. You look at your reflection in the mirror. Funny, you don't look much like a murderer. Of course not. We're heroes. With the flashback. Mother says dinner is ready. Go away, little rat. Jennifer, what are you doing? Why do you stare at your reflection like that? Stop making fun of me. I'm not making fun. I really want to know. I'm just, I wish that... What, Jennifer? What do you wish? I wish you could drown in a lake. Mother is waiting for you. I think the sister deserves this, guys. I was questioning my own motives to begin with, but now I'm thinking, yeah, she probably deserves this. My sister's obsession with mirrors goes right back to her childhood. I never did understand why. You step inside your foreign bedroom, now a simple guest room. Simple guest room. Most of your old furniture has vanished, probably thrown on a bonfire, knowing your father. Interesting. There's at least one item of yours remaining in your former room, your old fencing sword. At least this is a weapon which you are very well practiced. I don't think so. The wardrobe is vacant and barren. The bedside table has been empty of whatever items you had left behind. Whoops. Let's go back downstairs. Perhaps talk with Mother. Please sit down if you want to talk properly, Aaron. I don't want to crane my neck looking up at you. Sit down. So, Aaron, you finally managed to make it up here for a visit. Please tell me you aren't just here to cause trouble. Whatever do you mean? I have no idea what you mean, Mother. I am here to celebrate Father's birthday, is all. Yes, that is all. Just here to celebrate. I certainly hope I certainly hope that is the case. The family has been through enough. Have you been up to see your sister yet? She's been going through an unusual difficult time recently. Christ, what's wrong with her this time? Oh, and what disease has she invented for herself now? She only does it for attention, you know. You should let her deceive you. You'll excuse me if I choose to trust the doctors over your expert opinion, Aaron. You could at least pretend as though you care about her. Anyway, you should go and talk to your father if you haven't already. Wish him a happy birthday. Oh, and at least try to sound like you mean it. Alright. Even now, this familiar and musty smell of your father's library fills you with dread as you step aside. You have too many bad memories of this room. Whoops, whoops. These doors. What's a dog? Can we use the dog as the murder weapon? Your father's best friend, a hunting dog named Beastie. The dog looks at you for a moment, then walks away when it realizes you have no food. The desk lamp provides a soft glow. Let's see. This is a hefty tome of Bruce's family history. You feel sleepy just looking at it. Get away, boy. Cheers for the dog. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Don't even think about sitting there. What a bastard. Hello, Father. Father remains silent for several months, and a chill seems to pass through the library. When he finally speaks, it is in a quiet, bitter tone. You told me you'd never enter this house again, boy. Why are you here? To discuss the inheritance. I know everything. Actually, no. You know, I'll tend to be friendly with him. To see you, of course, Father. Happy birthday. Son, it's obvious why I'm here. I want to pull all that unpleasantness behind us and wish you a happy 50th birthday. Happy? You think this is a happy day for me? Another day when I can watch my life's work crumble into nothing? Another day to see our bloodlines slip down its own throat? That's rude. You know how to make me happy. Move back to Dunshall. Take your proper place and do your damn duty. I will consider it if my sister is put into care. If I were to move back to Dunshall, I would have certain expectations. Oh, and what expectations would those be? Firstly, I refuse to suffer your daily insults. You will need to learn to be more decent towards me. Secondly, I want my sister to be put into care where she belongs. That nut job. And cannot live with her insanity for another day. You would like that, wouldn't you? You're obnoxious little shit. Selling out your own blood. Those are my terms. Well, you know what you can do with your terms? The nerve of you. The same snot-nosed brat you always were, oh boy. Obviously I didn't give you enough discipline as a child. Oh, you beat me plenty. I remember. You gave me dozens of beatings, Father. I remember every single one of them. Did you ever consider trying another method, perhaps? Not for a moment. You were always a snide little weasel. The best I could do is beat some of it out of you. You should be thanking me for it, not trying to condemn me. I think I've heard enough from you. Get out of here. Well, maybe we kill the father too today. Maybe we do a whole murder in this house. Get everyone, huh? Let's see. The dusty old wine cellar is where your father likes to practice billiards. The laundry room is next door, and beyond that, the servants' quarters. Go in the servants' quarters, actually. The plan is to incriminate Sophia, so maybe we can get something from her room. Oh, it's you, sir. I don't remember this guy's voice, actually, so he has a new voice now. I don't like the way you spoke to Sophia just now. Frankly, I'm quite shocked and disgusted, sir. You just want her for yourself. Come on, what's really going on here? Have you been sniffing around her, you old dog? How dare you? Sophia and I are colleagues. I would never be as presumptive as you clearly are. I knew it. You have the hots for it, don't you? I refuse to dignify that with a response. This conversation is over. Yeah, everyone here is kind of whack. Justice for Aaron, not justice for Sophia. Sophia will be pinned as the murderer. Find nothing in these drawers but useless cleaning supplies. There's nothing in here but wet laundry. Ooh, Sophia's room. A broken mirror sits upon the maid's desk. Odds are that it belongs to your sister, and the maid has been hiding here after accidentally breaking it. A Charlotte glass round mirror would be a poetic murder weapon. Ooh. Maybe. This bed is immaculately well made. The Charlotte glass, actually. Let's commit the murder with this. If you should want to take the broken glass, remember you can only pick up 2 objects. A love letter and a broken glass. I think that works, right? Or is there something else I should grab? I think the mirror. Yeah, methinks broken glass. Sure you want to take the broken? Yes, I do. You take the sharpest piece of broken glass and hide it on your person for later. Again, a bell invites me. This time to dinner, it seems. Excuse me, just getting a drink of water. Sophia, can you come here for a moment? Yes, ma'am. Pour me some wine. Yes, ma'am. But, madame! Oh, what is it, George? I must protest. It has always been my duty to pour the wine at dinner. Oh, well, I don't want to cause any trouble. Nonsense. What does it matter, George? Stop being overly pedantic. George, this guy's George, right? Yeah, I think he's a simp. So, I'll go with this. I'm afraid George just enjoys the view while pouring the wine, Mother. What? I never. I've noticed him staring at your breast on many occasions when he does it. Jennifer's too. That's a lie! Aaron, please, don't make up such stories. I don't know where you get the nerve, boy. Don't worry, George, I don't believe this for a moment. Thank you, sir. An interfering little rat, isn't he, Daddy? Yes, he is. Why can't you ever keep your mouth shut, boy? Now, father. Don't lose your temper. You can lose your temper later. Careful, father. There's no need to make a scene at dinner. I'll show you a scene. Get over here. Malcolm, please, let's not permit his behavior to ruin dinner. Yes, I suppose you're right. You can count your lucky stars, boy. Sophia, can you come here, please? Yes, Miss Jennifer? I just want to say this was the loveliest meal I ever tasted. I don't know how you do it, you cunning pixie. You know, she's saying this because she's in love with the maid. You're too kind, miss. Of course. I will have tea and cakes for you in the drawing room as usual after dinner. Oh, you're so good to me, you sweet thing. So very, very good to me. I wouldn't mind some of your hotcakes. I'll take it. Oh, why haven't I been offered a share of your sweet bun, Sophia? Aaron, leave the poor girl alone. Anyways, let's not forget why we're here today. To celebrate your father's birthday, such a very important occasion for us all. You are so dear to us, Malcolm. Happy birthday, Daddy. Indeed, happy birthday, Father. Let's hope it will be one to remember. Doing the deed. Now it is time to quickly plant any items of evidence you have. To do so, simply enter the desired room and select the item in your inventory. When you're ready, enter the drawing room to do the deed. Oof. Wait. I just thought of something crazy. So, George is simping for Sophia, right? And Sophia and what's her face, the sister, have some sort of like weird relationship going on, right? I took the love letter from the sisters to Sophia, I planted it in the simp's room, and then it looked like the simp killed the sister because he wants Sophia. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, George. Come on inside, George. Come on. How do I place the evidence? Oh, items. Poem, a bad love written by your sister for the maid. Come hither, thou sweet and flame-haired maiden. Let us play the games which you have been forbidden. In dusty old rooms of this house in which I live, come hither to me and do my sweet bidding. You find yourself unable to continue reading this poem. You're pretty sure that forbidden isn't a word and that the rest doesn't really rhyme. Do you want to plant this evidence in this room? Yes, I do. Sorry, George. Pull open one of the drawers of George's dresser and plant the incriminating item in there. Okay, now let's do the deed. Wait. Yes, we'll do the deed with the broken glass. Because the broken glass comes from the mirror, right? The mirror is in Sophia's room. George was snooping in Sophia's room. That's how he got it. We'll say it's that, okay? Big brain, ultra brain. Are you sure you want to enter the drawing room? Once inside, there is no turning back. Yes, I do. You see Jennifer staring out the window ahead of you, lost in one of her strange moods. She hasn't noticed you entered the drawing room. Now is the time. ごめんなさい. Sumimasen. But it's over. Choose the murder weapon. Broken glass. Your sister cries out in surprise as you grab her from behind, and you quickly muffle those cries with one hand before pressing the shard of broken glass against her throat. She struggles valiantly as you cut her throat, but you manage to hold her in place until she finally goes limp. You drop her lifeless body to the ground along with the broken glass. It's time to leave this room before your deed is discovered. Oh, run. Go upstairs, go to my room. Get out of here. To my room. Oh, my room is so far. Is this good enough? Okay. It sounds like my deed has been discovered. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chief Inspector Winston Lewis. I understand that this is a difficult time for your family. You're damn right it is. I want you to know that what you're doing wasting our time in here while my daughter's killer is still out there. Well, Mr. Bruce, we have found no evidence of forced entry and nobody was seen entering or leaving the house. It would seem entirely possible then that the killer is in this room. Is the dog. The dog did it. What? Nanny? No. That seems highly unlikely, Inspector. Where are your credentials? I'm going to need to see your detective badge, sir. Perhaps it is. However, in order to follow protocol, I'll have to interview each of you in turn. Mrs. Bruce, will you like to meet me in the library first? I don't trust this detective. You know, as a pretty famous detective myself, this guy's probably a fraud. I suppose so. The interview. Thank you for joining me in here, Mr. Bruce. I'm sure this won't take long. Before we begin, I'll need to search your person, best to get these formalities out of the way. Is this really necessary? I'm afraid so. Turn around, please. Now that's out of the way, let's move on to the interview. Oh, is that a rocket in your pants, sir? Or are you just happy to see me? As you know, I have already spoken to everyone else who was present in the house at the time of your sister's death. We also now completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? First of all, we will run through all of your activities since your arrival. The maid says that you and the butler arrived shortly after 7 o'clock and she greeted you at the door. According to Sophia, you were very abrasive and lost your temper several times during your brief conversation with her. That's not true. That's not true at all. No lie though, I'll say the journey had left me in a bad mood because, you know, who wants to go to this stinking household anyways? Yes, that was unfortunate, but I'd just been through a very long journey. The weather in particular had left me in a foul mood and I felt very bad about my behavior afterwards. Well, I think I can understand that. I can't stand this foul weather either. The maid says that you made a rather inappropriate remark of a sexual nature towards her. This leads me to question your character, I'm afraid. This has nothing to do with my character. This guy's crazy, he's whack. Of course I did. Have you seen the maid? Yeah, have you seen the maid, sir? Have you? Absolutely. Wouldn't you have done the same? She's a pretty little thing after all. No, I can't say I would have. It's worth knowing that the butler has also commented on your inappropriate behavior towards the maid. That's because he's a simp. Later, you want to speak to the maid again, which is curious. Why did you decide to visit the kitchen? Isn't it obvious? I was pursuing the maid. Why do you think? I want to see more of the maid. A lot more. I see. You'll forgive me for suggesting that. Seems rather lecherous. She claims that you attempted to sexually assault her in the kitchen. That's a lie. I didn't do anything. I was just talking. He has no proof. I am not lecherous. Aaron is not a lecherous man. Whoa, sexual assault. I always wanted a kiss. That's true. That's all I wanted. Wait a minute. It's not like I tried to rape the girl. I just wanted a harmless hug and kiss. Well, your attentions were unwanted. You should have realized that. Later on, you had a conversation with your mother, Gloria, in the parlor. At the time, your mother brought up the subject of your sister's health, and you seemed quite concerned about that. I was tired of hearing about my sister's health. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. All my life I have been hearing about my sister's condition. It gets rather tiresome. I see. Still, it seems a bit uncaring of you. I went to see your father in the library. I understand your conversation became quite heated. My father always had a temper. Yeah, he did. My father has a very short fuse. Many of our conversations go that way. Would you say he has a violent temper? Absolutely. I see. That's good to know. You discussed the prospect of moving back to Dunshail. You said you only moved back your sister was placed into psychiatric care? Of course, for her well-being, of course. It's all for her, of course, guys. Totally. I had her best interests at heart. She belonged in care. You may be right, Mr. Bruce. However, you seem to be the only one who felt that way. Let's discuss your conversation with the butler. As I understand it, he confronted you about earlier behavior with the maid. Apparently, you accused him of having an interest in the maid himself. It was likely, of course. I need to frame him here, so this is the important part. It was likely given his previous behavior. Of course, he has interest in most women. Unhealthy interest. Really? Oh yes, he's always been that way. Did you speak to your sister before dinner? Yes, I did. Yes, I went to her room to see her. I see, and what did you discuss with her? Yeah, she just insulted me, didn't she? Yeah, she just insulted me. Nothing at all, she just insulted me and I left. It was a brief, as most conversations I had with my sister. She called me a rat and not wanting to be insulted farther, I soon left the room. Did that make you angry? To be honest, I was used to it from her. Let's move on to the events that took place during dinner. I understand that during dinner you made an unseemly accusation towards the butler. Of course I did, look at that man. The butler's lecherous, not me. Yes, his perverted behavior is quite unseemly. I felt I had to comment. His blatant leering at the women in this house has gone on for too long. I see. Do you ever leer at your sister? All the time. Interesting. I gather that your father lost his temper at one point. Just the usual. He always loses his temper. That was nothing out of the ordinary. Your father often loses his temper as a dinner? My father loses his temper no matter where he is. I see. Apparently you made rather lecherous comments towards the maid. We've already been through this, man. You're a terrible detective. Of course, she's a real stunner, that girl. Obviously, she can bend over my plate any time. Mr. Bruce, please keep your vulgar thoughts to yourself. Now I need to ascertain your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you when you heard the maid scream? I was upstairs, of course. Yes, bedroom, Jennifer. The landing. I was out on the landing. I wasn't fast enough. I was upstairs on the landing. I see. Thank you. As I said earlier, we have completed our initial search of this property. We found a poem written by your sister which appears to clearly express romantic feelings towards the maid. However, from where we found the poem, there is no reason for us to believe that the maid was aware of these feelings. It is entirely possible that these feelings of unrequited love contribute to your sister's demise, though. I'm telling you, it's George Lecherous George. I am curious about the murder weapon. The broken glass seemed to have come from one of your sister's mirrors. We found the rest of it in the maid's room. We have established that you have been to the servants' quarters this evening. However, we can't rule out suicide, especially given your sister's mental condition and her obsession with mirrors. This is all very interesting. I'll be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. Frankly, your behavior leading up to your sister's death concerns me a great deal. Also, I must regard your father as a suspect, even though the evidence is far from conclusive. Yes, he is a suspect, totally. Additionally, I think it's entirely possible that the butler was somehow involved. Yes, he did it. It wasn't me, I swear. I'm slightly curious about the maid, but I doubt she was involved in this. The possibility of suicide must be considered, although I am personally unconvinced. Now, as for what happens next, I am placing you under arrest on the suspicion of murder of your sister. Wait, what? I didn't do anything. Although I think I will have some more fire questions for your father later. I'll ask the butler to come to the station to answer more questions tomorrow. It is possible that an inquest might return a verdict of suicide. We'll see. Oh no, did I lose? I know I've lost. As the only suspect to be arrested, you remain the prime suspect in the case. The evidence against you was overwhelming. At the trial, it did not take very long for a jury to return a guilty verdict. You're given a life sentence for the murder of your sister and would be spending the rest of your life sleeping behind bars. Oh no. I messed up. In your dank mill cell, there was nowhere to hide or to escape from the nightmares when they came. The deed itself had taken possession of your soul, and perhaps this is your final revenge. Yeah, bye. I think I lost, guys. Yeah, I lost. I lost the game. Wow. That was a rather unfortunate end. I thought I was doing pretty well, you know? Thought I was being big brain. But I guess we're stuck in jail now forever. Looks like I'm heading to the jail now, guys. Sorry I failed you guys. No, as I'm heading to jail, I won't be able to stream anymore. So I guess, for now, this is the end. I'll getcha later. Oh.